If you're anything like me, you'll see lots of pop-ups like this one, and despite hitting no thanks over and over again, this pop-up continues to appear, and I've had enough. I just want to get rid of it for good, and I'm going to show you how to use the Amino extension for Chrome to do that. If you haven't installed Amino already, go ahead and use this video to get Amino installed and set up, and then come back to this video. The first thing we need to do is inspect this element that we want to hide. I'm going to right-click on it and choose Inspect. Now what I did is I have that parent element that I inspected selected here, and I can see that there's also this parent div here, and then another div here, and then even another div here. So this is the div that I want to hide, and we're going to get rid of that. We're going to hide it using Amino. When you're in the Elements tab doing inspection, over here on the right, you should see Amino as a tab. If you don't, check this overflow menu and select Amino. Once you have Amino selected, make sure that you're signed in. You can scroll down here and sign in if you're not signed in already. And then what I want to do is switch over to site. And I'm going to add a new rule for the site studio.youtube.com that's going to hide this pop-up for good. So what I need to do is create a CSS selector for this div. I can see that it has an ID that begins with TB- and then in this number, which probably changes. But I'm going to assume that the ID always starts with TB-. In Amino, what I need to do is create a new CSS selector for any div that begins with the ID TB-. To do that, we type div, then we put in a bracket, and we're gonna say ID, and then we'll do this accent character to indicate that the ID begins with what I'm about to type, and then equals. I'll do double quotes here. I'm going to say TB-. And this is going to select any div with an ID that begins with TB-, which is this one that we want to hide. And then what I'll do is then create my rule. So curly brace display none. And once I hit save, you're going to notice this pop-up goes away. So you might have to scroll down here a little bit to see the save button. When I hit save, that pop-up's gone, the overlay is gone. And now I'll never see that pop up on YouTube Studio again.